Is it hard to access affordable, healthy food? Then listen carefully. Daryl Addison, an African-American inventor, has patented a process for growing food on demand. He called it Torpedo Pot. Torpedo Pot is a fully automated flower pot that gives you control over your plant's environment. All you do is add soil, seeds, and plants to the flower pot and watch it grow. Yes, Torpedo Pot grows the rest. Visit www.torpedopot.com.
So there was a brother that filed a federal lawsuit saying that he was fired for complaining about his co-workers' racist behavior. So Christopher Vickers, supervisor at Bison Specialty Services, openly made jokes about black people and bragged about being affiliated with a white supremacist gang. And when the brother complained to his superiors, the company fired him. According to a lawsuit. Now, the brother's attorneys said what his employer did was retaliation after violating his civil rights by making him stay in a hostile and discriminatory environment where his supervisor was fleeing around racist slurs. During the 2.5 years Vickers worked at the industrial maintenance company in Beaumont, Texas. I used to live there at one point in time, so I know how ignorant some of them folks are down there. He was supervised by a man who reportedly boasted about having friends in the Aryan Brotherhood gang, which is definitely a white supremacist gang. The Aryan Brotherhood is the oldest and most notorious racist prison gang in the nation, according to the Anti-Defamation League. Now, Albert LeBlanc, often describes black people as lazy, blue gum N-words and sent racist texts and group messages with other employees. He also had called black employees at Bison Specialty the N-word, according to complaints. One instance, LeBlanc, talking about the white supremacists, sent a video of a black man dancing on the freeway to a song with the lyrics, "Go Back to Africa." Well, let me tell you something. People don't have an issue with going to Africa at all. I mean, shoot, we have had group trips from this platform, at least 2 of them, and many people are very happy in the African continent. You know why? Because they weren't around the likes of you. So trust me, that's not an insult to say go back to Africa. But now what I will tell you, why don't you go back to the Caucasus Mountains of Europe? Because at least we was out, we had more sense not to be in a freaking cave. Now this white supremacist also sent a video where one of 2 black men turned white and told the other man, "Nah, N-word, go get a job." See, this is what they do. They sit up here with all this obsession with you black people because they sickos. They sick. Now they say months after the May 2020 police killing George Floyd, LeBlanc reportedly sent a group message with a photo of a black man captured in a mouse trap and a large bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken was placed on a trap as bait. The photo had the caption, "I can't breathe." The words "I can't breathe," of course, were some of the final words of George Floyd in the heavily publicized case. The phrase also has been the final plea of black men killed in police custody, including Eric Garner and Manuel Ellis. A lawsuit also alleged that the company allowed white employees to park in the front of the building and carry firearms, but not black employees. Vickers complained to Human Resources and the general foreman, Josh Hall, and the company president, Chad Lujan. Also received Vickers' complaints about the discrimination. Now, the lawsuit also alleged that when Vickers and his family contracted COVID-19, in March 2021, Lujan told him he had to come to work despite the CDC saying about the isolation protocols. His attorneys claimed that the company used the opportunity to fire Vickers and say he was terminated right after his last complaint. Vickers is suing Bison Specialty for back pay, front pay, damages, emotional pain, suffering, inconvenience, mental anguish, loss of enjoyment of life, and fringe benefits, along with other losses. Now, Vickers, who's married with 2 children, recently started a new job where Owen said he makes less income. She said it's tough for Vickers and his family. But let me tell y'all something about East Texas, like Beaumont, those, and then when you go further east than that, when you start going like toward Vidor and all that little area like that, boy, you got some white supremacists in there. I'm telling you, they are ignorant as hell. Whoo, they're ignorant. I'm telling you, the worst white supremacists to be around is the non-college educated, just stuck on stupid white supremacists. They are the most hardcore with it. That's why for me, I will always, if I'm gonna live in America, I'm gonna be in the major cities. Because the major cities, you're gonna deal with the white supremacists, yes, but there's not gonna be that type, because that type can't afford to be in the major cities. You know what I'm saying? But those over there, yeah, they, certain areas in Beaumont. Now let's keep it real. There's a lot of black people in Beaumont. Let me make sure I say that. Because I grew up in Port Arthur. I moved to Beaumont for maybe about a year or two before I came to Houston. Back in 2001, I came to Houston when I got a job. So I've been in the Houston area since 2001, and I haven't looked back since. And I will never go back to Port Arthur. No, I mean, that's my hometown, but I'm not going back there. Ain't nothing going on over there. Beaumont, no, ain't nothing going on over there either. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to my brothers and sisters that live over there. But once you get a taste of the city and, I've traveled a little bit, ain't no way I'm going back to a place like that. No. The times I do go back to Beaumont, Port Arthur, it's same old. Ain't nothing going on. So I don't know. But with this brother, he didn't deserve to be treated this way. And he definitely needs to win his lawsuit. This is what I'm talking about. You can't have peace in the land of white supremacists. They parking in the front. They can bring their guns to work, but the black man can't bring his gun to work. Well, Texas got a law so you can carry your gun. And if they carrying theirs, well, shit, what you trying to say? So if something jump off, that the white people can be protected, but not the black people? Now, I wouldn't even like that anyway, talking about you carrying your gun in the job. I'm like, no, you can't now. You want to keep it in your car, that's your business. But you wouldn't bring it in my place of business, no. The only people going to have a gun in the place of business is going to be the people that's running it, not for their protection of the business, not you. But that's them old white supremacist good old boys. That's all it is. That's all it is. But y'all leave me a comment. Then think about this, particular story here with our brother. Like I said, it's just straight up white supremacist terrorism that black people deal with in this country. And I just like to say, for me, when does that come to an end? And I always tell black people, you got to choose peace. You got to choose peace. Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out the African Diaspora News Channel app in the Google Play and Apple App Store.